Hey Galactic Geeks, it's Devin. Welcome to the Blade Runner review. Blade Runner 2049 to be more specific. So I'm going to get right into it. So, I really enjoyed this movie, guys. I kind of thought I would. I did. The visuals are outstanding. The acting is great. The writing is pretty good. They keep a little bit of mystery, which I like. There's the threat of a sequel, and I say threat, but I mean, I'd welcome one. But, you know, apparently it did poorly box office wise, and so if we do get a sequel, it'll probably be a lower budget or down the line a little bit. But, I mean, it's really good, guys. So I'll start bit by bit. So the music, I think it was a Hans Zimmer script, but I don't, or not script, but music. I don't know for sure off the top of my head who did it, but it was pretty good. I mean, there was parts where I was kind of like, oh, you could have played this up a little more, but overall it's pretty similar to the same thing that we saw in the original Blade Runner. You know, synth, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Acting, Harrison Ford's only in a few scenes, but what he's in, he's pretty good. Gosling, good as always. He really does a good job of like following him through the whole movie and starting to feel emotions, kind of like how he does and when he does. Jared Leto's only in the movie for like, I would argue, less than 5 to 7 minutes. But what he's in, he's passable. And I'm sure if there was a sequel, or if there is a sequel, we'll see more of him in that. But for what was in this movie, he did what he did okay. And then writing-wise, I forget who wrote it, but pretty good. Guys, Villeneuve, or however you pronounce it, he really pulled that off. The visuals, the performances, everything. And spoilers, we don't get an answer to whether or not Deckard is a replicant. I still think he's a human because, well, and like I said, spoilers, the whole plot of the movie is that Deckard and Rachel had a kid, and that's special because it means that replicants can have children. Now, right off the bat, when I say that, that's going to make you think that Deckard's a replicant. But if I don't know, it's confusing because clearly two replicants couldn't have sex and have a kid because that would have happened by now. And if it is that case, then they both had to be like specially made for that. If Deckard's a human and Rachel's a robot, that also doesn't make sense because I'm sure the robots have been sex idols and things before. Like, I'm sure a human has had sex with that robot, not Rachel specifically, but a robot in the past, and that's never produced a child. So either that means just Rachel is specially made, or Deckard is a replicant, in which case he and Rachel are both specially made. But I don't know. They don't really give you the definitive answer. They almost do, and then they kind of take it away. And that's fine. You know, I guess it's just one of those things that we'll never know, and we got to get used to that, but that's alright. Other than that, I think this is pretty much the review. I don't really have much bad to say about it. The good things I kind of mentioned in the Villeneuve video about action sequences I thought would be good and stuff like that. He pulled it off, guys. I mean, it's a good movie. Whether it makes the money or not, it is a good movie. And I feel like part of the reason that it isn't making as much money is because it's a 3-hour movie, basically. It's 2 hours and like 46 minutes, which means with previews, it's like, I don't know, like 3:10, somewhere in there. That means if a theater opens at noon, like kind of like the one in my town does, if it opens at noon, they can only play it 12 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to like midnight. They only play it 4 times a day, roughly. And so, revenue you're going to make on a movie like Avengers or something that's like 2 and 10, and then with trailers, it's like $220. You can play that like at least a whole nother time, plus multiple theaters, you know, and all that. And I guess you could play this in multiple theaters as well. I'm just, you know. Either way, it's a good movie. Go out and see it. Make some money, guys. Like, if you see it and you don't like it, let me know why. If you see it and you do like it, also let me know. Either way, have a good day, guys. I'll see you in the next video.